good afternoon and welcome to Baina Midday News, coming to you live from our news hub, Atomic Junction, Benab House, Accra. My name is Fawzi Abdullah. Coming up this afternoon. Esitikpi North MP expected to honor police invitation to assist in investigations into his alleged role in the attack on the Director General of the National Anti-Galamsey Task Force team. Also coming up, lawyer for NPP Ashanti Regional Chairman expresses disappointment in Attorney General for dropping charges against fourth accused person in the controversial Akonta mining probe, who has agreed to testify for the prosecution. And on the foreign front, Guinea's military leader files to contest in presidential election. These and many more stories coming up in the next few minutes, so do stay. You're welcome back and thank you for staying. Don't forget we're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Baina TV. Now to our very first story. Lawyer for Chairman Wontumi Andi Apia Kubi has expressed disappointment in the Attorney General's decision to drop charges against the General Manager of Akonta Mining after he offered to testify against the NPP Ashanti Regional Chairman Edward Okwoko. The former fourth accused, together with Wontumi, had been facing multiple charges, including undertaking a mining operation without a license and felling or abating the felling of trees in a forest reserve without written authorization.
We have just been served with the notice of withdrawal of the fourth accused person. Yes. So they have come under the rules of court, so they have every right to do so. We are going to prepare our case when they are ready. It doesn't change our position. We have still pleaded not guilty, and we will come to prosecute the case religiously to the best of our professional expertise. Indeed, I always sound this warning that we should be careful not to attempt to influence decisions of court. Attorney General is also Minister for Justice, and his role as Minister of Justice is even more important than his role as the Attorney General and Government Prosecutor, because the justice of the moment is so important to every one of us as citizens of the country, because our emblem is freedom and justice. So if Attorney General, with all the materials available to him, all the resources available to him, including human personnel, if it is just for him to only rely on a former accused person to prosecute a matter against one of the accused persons or some of the accused persons, and he thinks that justice may not be undermined, that is his decision. I would have thought that his role as Minister of Justice would have persuaded him at all times to be careful that freedom and the justice of the moment is served also on the all the accused persons until they are proven guilty. But the way that the Attorney General appears to be poaching his own accused persons suggests that there is intent to undermine the course of justice. We will resist the oppressors' rule. Thank you.
Still on mining, Member of Parliament for Esuatifi North, Ebenezer Kwaku-Addo, is expected to officially respond to an invitation by the Criminal Investigations Department of the Ghana Police Service to assist with investigations into his alleged involvement in the recent attacks on the Director General of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat. Yesterday, news broke to the effect that the MP had led a group of mob reportedly sanctioned by MP for Esuatifi South, Collins Dauda, to demand the release of suspected Galamseyers who were arrested by the team at Shidiem in the Ahafo region. But the MP's legal team has since refuted the allegations, expressing their resolve to probe the innocence of their client.
Following reports of an attack on the Director General of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, NIMOS, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Christian Teteyohono, has directed the Criminal Investigation Department, CID, to overtake the investigation. The directive comes after a violent incident on Saturday, November 1, 2025, when a mob attacked the NIMOS director and his team after they intercepted illegal miners operating near Bronyukrom in the Ahafo region. Preliminary findings indicate that the team arrested several suspects and seized exhibits, including a Smith & Wesson pistol, ammunition, 2 pistol magazines, an unregistered Range Rover, an unregistered Toyota RAV4, and several mobile phones. According to a police statement, while the team was preparing to hand over the suspect to the Vidiem police station, the Member of Parliament for Esuatifi North, Ebenezer Kwaku-Addo, allegedly arrived at the scene with a group and demanded the suspect released. When the demand was refused, the mob forcibly freed the suspect and chased the NIMOS officers from the area. About 600 people, reportedly incited by the MP, later stormed the Vidiem police station, vandalizing vehicles, including that of the NIMOS director, and damaging part of the station in an attempt to set it on fire. Security reinforcement from the Ahafo Regional Police Command and the military eventually restored order with the assistance of the Zongo Chief of Vidiem, who helped mediate and evacuate the NIMOS team. The chief's vehicle was damaged during the process, but no injuries were reported. Police sources say the NIMOS Director General has already given his statement to the CID, while other team members are expected to do so today. The Esuatifi North MP is also expected to formally respond to a CID summons later today.
Now, away from that, the Office of the Special Prosecutor has summoned the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Anthony Sapon, together with 2 senior official assistants, Commissioner of Finance, Celestine Annan, and Technical Assistant to the Commissioner General, Kenneth Ejedia, for questioning over the ongoing investigations into the controversial GRA Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited contract. The latest summons comes after the arrest of Freeman Saba, acting head of legal affairs at the GRA, on Monday, November 3rd, for alleged corruption and obstruction of justice in connection with the same deal.
Sources within the OSP indicate that the 3 officials were invited after investigators discovered that they allegedly directed the acting head of legal to issue a letter to SML's lawyers in mid-October, a move believed to have the potential to interfere with the ongoing probe. This marks the second time the Commissioner General and the Assistant Commissioner of Finance have been invited, as their earlier statements reportedly contradict the content of that letter. Both Sapong and Ajedia previously worked with KPMG, the auditing firm that reviewed SML Ghana's operations, following a directive from former President Nana Akufo-Addo. In a statement, the OSP confirmed that Sabah is under investigation for suspected corruption-related offences and obstruction of justice. The GRA-SML deal, which mandated SML Ghana to provide revenue assurance services in the petroleum sector, has come under public scrutiny over allegations of inflated costs, procurement breaches, and questionable contract terms. Amid the controversy, the OSP launched a full-scale investigation to uncover possible conflict of interest and abuse of office. The inquiry has since widened to include officials from both the GRA and the Ministry of Finance. Special Prosecutor Kisi Ejaben has disclosed that prosecutions are expected to commence by the end of November 2025, with potential defendants including former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta and former GRA Commissioners General Dr. Amishadai Owusu-Amoah and Emmanuel Kofi Inti. Preliminary findings from the OSP point to evidence of corruption, abuse of office, and procurement irregularities in the awarding and management of the SML contracts.
Moving on further, the Ghana National Fire Service has confirmed the deaths of 5 individuals following a fatal road accident at Esikma Junction in the Esujaman district of the Eastern region. According to the service, 9 people were involved in the crash. 4 of them, including a child, were rescued by officers from the Peki Fire Station with support from the National Ambulance Service and transported to the Peki Government Hospital for treatment.
According to the Ghana National Fire Service, the remaining 5 victims were found unresponsive and handed over to the police. The GNFS said it received a distress call about the incident and promptly dispatched a rescue team to the scene. The accident involved a grey Toyota Noah with registration number GX422-25 and a tipper truck registered GT725-19. The service commended the swift collaboration between its personnel, the National Ambulance Service, and the police in managing the situation. In a related report, the National Road Safety Authority revealed that 12,354 vehicles were involved in various accidents within a 6-month period, resulting in 8,300 injuries and 1,301 pedestrian knocks down nationwide. The NRSA further disclosed that, on average, Ghana records 8 deaths daily from road crashes, 40 road crashes each day, 46 injuries daily, and 69 vehicles and motorcycles involved in crashes every day. The authority has reiterated its call for stricter enforcement of traffic regulations and stronger public education to address the alarming rise in road accidents.
You're still watching Baina Midday News. We'll go for a quick breathe stay.
In a world hungry for meaning comes a stage unlike any other. 14 voices, 14 visions, one mission to inspire true talent rooted in truth.
In the nights where no one hears my whispers, Allah does. A direct relationship with Him feels like melting in His arms. No shame, no confusion, no barriers, just love.
From Quran to creativity, from knowledge to performance, they will compete not just to impress, but to awaken hearts.
The Prophet ﷺ is speaking to you. He says that verily you have to hold on to my amana.
Why do people engage in illegal mining? The answer is very simple: quick money. The youth out there are jobless and therefore see illegal mining as a way to escape poverty.
I am Hamida Hussein. I am a wife, a mother, a teacher, a student, and a Muslimah. And I'm not yet done.
Every child, especially the girl child, should be given that opportunity to seek both Islamic and secular education.
They will be mentored by scholars, artists, and visionaries, but in the end, only one will rise. This fall, the world will witness the power of faith, art, and passion combined. This is the Show, showing Fridays at 8 p.m. only on Baina TV.
You're welcome back and thank you for staying. If you just tuned in, you're watching Baina Midday News and we're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Baina TV. Now let's delve into the world of business, and the Bank of Ghana has issued a stern warning to mobile loan apps and digital credit service providers operating without license to regularize their operations or risk sanctions. In a notice dated November 3, 2025, the Central Bank directed all unlicensed entities to submit the required documentations and meet licensing requirements by June 30, 2026. It cautioned that failure to comply will attract regulatory action against non-compliant operators. The BOG further disclosed that it has started accepting applications from entities seeking to operate a digital credit service providers effective November 3, 2025. Now moving on to yes. And on the international front, Guinea's military ruler Mamadi Doumbouya has officially filed to run in the country's upcoming presidential elections, marking his bid transition from coup leader to elected president. The general submitted his candidacy document to the Supreme Court on Monday, the final day for submissions ahead of the 28th December polls, which are intended to restore constitutional order after his 2021 takeover.
Although Doumbouya initially vowed not to contest, a new constitution drafted by the junta and approved in a September referendum now permits him to run. The vice charter replaced earlier post-coup agreements that barred members of the military government from standing for election. Under the new constitution, presidential candidates must be Guinea residents and aged between 40 and 80. Opposition coalition forces, VICE, made up of political parties and civil society groups, has condemned Doumbouya's candidacy, citing ongoing repression under his rule. His government has been accused of stifling dissent, shutting down media outlets, restricting internet access, and violently dispersing pro-democracy contests, while about 10 other contenders have filed nominations. Two major opposition parties, RPG Arc-en-Ciel and UFDG, have been barred from participation, prompting fresh concerns about the fairness and credibility of the vote. The Supreme Court is expected to review the application and release the official list of approved candidates by 13th November.
Now moving on to the world of sports, Black Stars forward and Bournemouth attacker Antoine Semenyo has lauded his coach Andoni Iraola for his tactical expertise and leadership in guiding the team to a strong start in the Premier League. Semenyo, one of Iraola's trusted players, credited his impressive form this season to the coach's mentorship and technical guidance in this interview monitored by Baina Sports.
Yeah, anything is possible, but honestly, the manager just says take it game by game because things can change very, very quickly. So every meeting, every training session, everyone's just at 100%. So, like I said, I give props to the team. It's just not an easy thing to do. Everyone can suddenly become big-headed, but for us, we're just like, you know, stay grounded and do what we do.
Now, this brings us to the end of today's news bulletin. But before I take a leave of you, let's recap the major stories. Esutifin North MP expected to honor police invitation to assist investigations into his alleged role in the attack on the Director General of the National Anti-Galamsey Task Force team. We also brought about lawyer for NPP Ashanti Regional Chairman expressing disappointment in Attorney General for dropping charges against fourth accused person in the controversial Akunta mining probe who has agreed to testify for the prosecution. And on the international front, we told you about Guinea's military leader filing to contest in presidential election. You can visit our website at www.bainamultimedia.com for more stories. My name is Fauzia Abdullah. Do have a good afternoon.